Hello, everybody. Before we start with the actual presentation or the actual video, I just want to give you a quick overview about what you can expect in this video. So in the first part of the video, we're going to be looking at the myWorld group. I'm going to introduce you to the concept of the myWorld and its idea. In the second part of the video, we're going to be looking at the Cashback World, which is one of the companies, one of the sub-companies of the myWorld, probably the most important company of the myWorld. And in the third and final part of this presentation, I'm going to introduce you to the actual business opportunity that is provided by the company of the myWorld, which is called, it's basically the distribution arm of the myWorld, and it is called Lyconet. Yeah, and if you have any questions during the presentations, any questions that are coming up, just feel free to comment below, and I'm going to try to answer, or contact me, and I'm going to try to answer as many questions as possible. I personally, I got introduced, or I had the first contact with the myWorld group back in 2018, February 2018. That was about 2 months after I came back from the United States. I got a master's degree in health and human performance. I always wanted to work as strength and conditioning coach. I mean, that's where I ended up. I'm working in a private tennis academy in Germany right now. I'm working with a bunch of professional players, some of the best youth players in the nation. So I'm really happy with what I'm doing. But I was always looking for, different business opportunities. And at some point, that was in February 2018, a good friend of mine, he called me and said, okay, we're going to have to meet. I want to show you something. I want to show you an actual business opportunity. Let's meet next week. Drinks, food, everything is on me. We just bring like 1 or 2 hours of time, and then in the end, you're going to make the decision. And that's an important part that I want to mention before I start with the presentation. In this video, I just want to show you, I want to give you an information. And afterwards, it's up to you. You have to make the decision. You say, okay, this is something for me, or I don't like this. Maybe some people say, okay, I like the concept of the Cashback World, but I don't like the idea of Lyconet. Some people say, I like Cashback World and Lyconet. I like the full thing, like the whole thing. I like the concept of the myWorld group. So that's totally up to you. But as I said, if you have any questions, just feel free and comment below. Okay, I would say that's enough talking for now. Let's just jump straight into the presentation, and yeah, let's do it. So as I said in the first part, we're going to be looking at the concept of the myWorld. And the myWorld is not just one, the myWorld group is not just one company. The myWorld basically combines more than 140 different companies. And here you can just see some of them, some of the sub-companies. I'm not going to explain every single company in detail. Otherwise, we would still be here tomorrow. But I just want to give you a brief overview about some of the companies. So here, for example, you can see iTime, which is a social media lifestyle app. And there's going to be companies like Travel World or Sports World, Event World, 360 Lab, which is kind of like, yeah, an innovation lab. I want to compare it to like a small, in Germany, we would say Höhle der Löwen. In the US or Australia, it's going to be Shark Tank. So we are trying to find the next big startup. Energy World, Logistics, Organic Plus, which is a supplement or a supplement company. And yeah, all these different companies combined make the myWorld group. And today, as I said, we are just looking at one company or two companies. And we are looking at the first part, we're looking at the Cashback World. And so you understand like where the idea is coming from. The Cashback World was founded back in 2003 by Hubert Freidl. He's the guy on the picture. And as of now, it is active in more than 15 countries worldwide. And the company has 1,500 office employees, 400,000 points of acceptance. You're going to understand in a little bit what that means. And the shopping community is as big as 16 million shoppers right now. And the idea he came up with is equally simple and ingenious. I'm pretty sure you all know those like rewards cards or bonus cards. Here in Germany, we have a system called Payback, which is like a bonus or reward system. Every time when you go shopping, go to a partner, you scan the card in the end, and you collect certain points, right? The biggest problem though is, I know my mom she used to use the Payback card. but the biggest problem is you never really know the value of one point. Like, what is your value? How much money do you actually save when you use that card? And Hubert Freidel, he came up with the idea and said, okay, why don't we just combine every single, like every card, every bonus rewards card that we have, bring it all down to one card that not only works in your particular country or maybe even your particular city, but we're going to create a card that works globally as of now in more than 50 countries. And we don't only want to provide points, but we're also going to provide a second big benefit, which is called cashback. So when you use our card, I have it right here. You can see it. I have it here, like the plastic card. And there's two major benefits when you use our cashback card. The first one, obviously, people love collecting points. For some reason, people love collecting points. So he said, okay, we're going to offer points as well. Every time when you go shopping, when you scan that card, you collect points. We call it in our system, it's called shopping points. And later on, you can trade those shopping points for certain deals. For example, let's say my friend with the restaurant, he sets a deal and he says, okay, you can trade 2 shopping points for a free meal, or trade 1 shopping points for a 50% discount. On top of that, the idea of the cashback card is, or the second benefit is, you get cashback. You get actual money back to your bank account. In this scenario here on the slide, it says 5%. It depends on the business. Some companies provide only 1%. Some do super cashback, which is up to 30%. So there is a wide range, but on average, it is like between 2.5% to 5% cashback. So you get that money every time when you use our card, you get that money transferred back to your bank account. And since we're in the 21st century, I mean, not everyone wants to use a physical card. The idea of the cashback world is also to get rid of cards. So he said, okay, we're in the 21st century. We have an app as well, which is called the cashback app, and you always have your card within your smartphone because people never forget their smartphone. So or even if they forget it, they drive back home, pick up the phone, and then leave again. So people always have their smartphone with them, and it's pretty simple. You just have your cashback card on your phone all the time. And then there's different ways of how you can use our cashback card. The first way is to actually use the physical card, the physical plastic card. You can use it, you can scan it in small and medium enterprises, like in small and medium, like a local restaurant here, like a bakery, a barber shop, wherever. You can use our physical card, scan it, and in the end, you get cashback and shopping points. The second service is called e-voucher, which is basically you buy vouchers through, like electronic vouchers, through your phone. In the end, you get a QR code, and then afterwards you can pay with that QR code with your phone. Like super simple, super easy, especially in times of Corona. You don't have to touch anything. You don't have to touch any buttons or anything. Just open your phone, scan the QR code, done. The third part is online shopping. Obviously, the idea is not only to help the local partners, but also to combine offline and online shopping. So we are providing online shopping as well. Another company, another sub company of the myWorld is called myWorld Marketplace, and you can use it for online shopping as well. And it's pretty simple. We're going to look at that now. Here you can see some of the partners in Germany. In other countries, there's different partners. But let's just look at the example of Booking.com. I'm just going to run you through the process of how you can use the cashback world online. So let's say, okay, you want to book a trip, I don't know, somewhere. You simply open your app, you take your phone, you open the cashback app, you click on online shopping. Afterwards, you can scroll all the way down. There is plenty of partners. You just scroll down. There it is, Booking.com. That's what we're looking for. Then in the next step, you click on Now Online Shopping, and the cashback app is going to bring you to the actual Booking.com web page. And there you can, finalize you can book your trip, your hotel, whatever you need. And in the end, after you finish your booking, you get a confirmation email from the cashback world, and it says, okay, you saved 25.6 euros and 12.8 shopping points. And so just by making like a few additional clicks, you can save money. Like I'm using it for every time when I go to the grocery store, I'm paying with the e-voucher. Every time I go to the gas station, I use it. When I get my stuff for the tennis court, there's plenty of tennis partners online, so I'm getting all my stuff online. I'm using the cashback online system, and it's pretty simple. I'm saving some money. Okay, so as I said, there is basically 3 different pillars of this system. The first one that I just explained was the customer side of the cashback world. Like, what is our cashback card? What are the benefits? As I said, shopping points and cashback. But on the other hand, and that was like one of the first questions I had, I was like, who is paying for the cashback and who's paying for those shopping points? So now we're looking at the merchants itself. Like, what are the interests or the idea? Why would a merchant, why would a restaurant, a local restaurant, why would he have an interest to become part of this system, to become part of the cashback world? And this is our second major part, and that's what we're looking at now. So we always call it the economic engine. And I said at the beginning, we're having a pool of 16 million people right now. 16 million active shoppers that are having the cashback card on their phone, physical cashback card, doesn't matter. And they are actively running around looking for shops where they can save money, where they can use our cashback card, right? So let's say, for example, I'm going to a different country. I'm going to the US maybe. I don't know the country, I don't know the city. So I'm looking for a restaurant where I can use my cashback card. I'm opening the app, looking for restaurants. The app is going to bring me to that particular restaurant. So in the very first step, the first benefit for a merchant is he generates a new customer just by being part of this, or just by being partner of the cashback world, just by using the system. So I'm opening the app, I'm looking for a restaurant, I'm in a different city, different country maybe. The app is going to bring me to the restaurant, I'm saving money, and the merchant generates new clients or new customers. So that's the first benefit. The second benefit is he keeps his regular customers. My friend with his local restaurant, he noticed a per person increase in sales of 23% because people love saving money, they love collecting points, and ultimately that's when they spend more money. So when he started incorporating this system, he had a per person increase of 23%, which is a ridiculous number. So that ultimately means greater turnover, and of course it's great advertising because his logo is in the app, it's on the website, you can find it anywhere. And in return for that service, he has to pay a certain amount, a certain brokerage fee to the myWorld. The myWorld keeps 1%, and the rest is going back to the customer in form of cashback and shopping points. So basically the merchant itself is paying the cashback and those shopping points. And the idea is usually when you set, for example, like advertising, let's say in the newspaper, you want to have half the page, you have to pay, I don't know, $5,000 to get half the page, and you have no idea in the end how many people are coming to you, how much money is that particular ad bringing back to me. You simply have no idea. And in this scenario, we're going to turn it around and we say, okay, the merchant only has to pay when there is turnover generated through the cashback world. That's the only way when he has to pay. So if nobody's coming from the cashback world, he doesn't have to pay anything. But if people are coming, he's paying a certain percentage to the myWorld. They keep that 1%, and the rest is going back in cashback, in form of cashback and shopping points. So that's a major difference. And on top of that, one attractive point for a merchant is, let's say he gets his personalized card for the restaurant. The merchant, he gets his personalized card. He gives out like 500-600 cards, it doesn't really matter. And his customers use his card, not only in his store, but online, offline, no matter where. Every time when his customers spend money, not in his particular store, but anywhere, he gets 1% of the money that was spent through his cards, through the cards that he gave out to his customers. So that's a second really attractive part for the merchant. Okay, I mentioned earlier that the shopping community combines as of now, we're having a shopping community of 16 million shoppers, right? But the overall goal, and this is like the major goal of the company, is by the end of 2030, they want to have 1 billion customers, like final end customers who are actually using the card. 1 billion. Right now we're at 16 million globally, which is nothing. But the vision of the company, where they want to go, is they want to have 1 billion customers by the end of 2030. And sooner or later, once you fully understand the full concept of the myWorld group, you're gonna understand why within like the next 4 to 6, 7 years maybe, anyone or quite a lot of people are gonna be involved in the myWorld in some form. You don't know how, but within some company, within some sub company from the company, they're gonna be involved. And this is like the key or the major goal of the cashback world of the company. And this is obviously not going to happen by me showing you this video. You're looking at this video, you're saying, okay, I like the idea, I'm going to show this to my friends as well. We won't reach 1 billion customers by the end of 2030. But the myWorld group, they have some solid, really good sports corporations, white label partners, and they are helping to accomplish that goal as well. So let's just look at some of the partners that are going to help to spread the card, so to say. So here, for example, this is Rapid Vienna. We can see with the Cashback World jersey, there is a cooperation with the Formula One, some ice hockey teams, more soccer, AS Roma, Inter Milan. We're having a cooperation with the MotoGP as well, and so on and so on. I mentioned it earlier. I'm coming from the sport of tennis. I love tennis. I play tennis. So this is a big tournament in Germany, in Stuttgart. They came up with their card during last year's tournament. That was nice. That was quite nice for me to see that. But as I said, we have the AS Roma card, the physical card, which I have actually right here because I like the design. So we have the AS Roma card. Then we have the Inter Milan card. I said we're cooperating with the MotoGP. The company signed a 5-year contract with the MotoGP, and only the MotoGP itself has 200 million fans. Now imagine we are looking for 1 billion, only the MotoGP has 200 million fans. And in the next step, we go in one step further. We're cooperating with the Formula One. They signed a contract with the Toro Rosso team as well. You can see it here in myWorld. It says it on the race suit. That's what the Grand Prix in Austria looked like last year. It was all myWorld. So imagine they start giving out cards as well. I think the goal of 1 billion customers is pretty realistic by the end of 2030. Okay, so now we had the customer side, we had the merchant side, and as I said, the third part of this video or presentation is going to be the actual business opportunity, because you as a private person, you have a chance to benefit from every single card that is given out by AS Roma, Inter Milan, by the MotoGP. You have the chance to build your network within this company and to benefit from the myWorld group. And as I said, this is called Lyconet. Lyconet is basically another sub-company of the myWorld group. It's the I always like to call it the distribution arm of the company. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with the concept of network marketing, but usually in any sales, you have to sell a certain product, or you always have to find someone who's actually interested in your product. So your market potential is always limited. For example, when you go to when you work in a bakery, you always have to find people who want to, buy bread. When you work in a barbershop, you have to find someone who needs a haircut. When you sell supplements, you have to find someone who is interested in supplements. In our company, within the cashback world, we change things. Our market potential is basically unlimited, because our market potential is shopping. And I go shopping, I'm sure you go shopping, and I'm sure that you know someone who goes shopping. So our market potential is basically unlimited, because we're not just talking about things people want to have, but we're talking about things people have to do. Like imagine you always have to make sure, like I have to make sure I have fuel in the gas tank, otherwise I wouldn't make it to work in the morning. I have to make sure there's some food in the fridge, otherwise, I'm not going into further detail, but I have to make sure I'm going to have food in the fridge. Sometimes maybe I want to go on vacation. I'm going to spend some money. I want to go out with my friends, eat dinner. So sometimes you have to spend money and sometimes you want to spend money, and that's our market potential. So our potential is shopping in general, and shopping is unlimited. And yeah, that's what you have to understand before we go into further detail. So let's look at how the actual business, the actual Lyconet business works. Let's say that's you in the middle. That's you here in the middle, and you like the app, you like the concept. So you decide, okay, I'm going to start this business, I'm going to give it a shot, and I'm going to build my own network. And in the very first step, you can show this business to your friends. You tell your mom, you tell your dad, you tell your friends about this business. You just send them an invitation through, I don't know, WhatsApp, Instagram, email, it doesn't matter. They can scan the QR code, they can register as an end customer of the Cashback World, which is 100% for free. You don't have to pay anything. You can just become a customer of the system. And every time when they, your mom, dad, friends, whoever, when they spend money through the Cashback World, you benefit with that 1% that the merchant is getting as well. So you get that 1%, let's say on total, you show this to 10 friends, they spend, combined, they spend 1,000 euros. That means you get 1%, you get 100 euros. Just by showing them the business of the Cashback World, just by showing them the opportunity of how to save money. That's a very first step. In the second step, and now it really becomes interesting, we're coming back to those shopping points. You remember in the beginning when I mentioned those shopping points, when you get that confirmation email, you get shopping points when you use our card, and you can trade those shopping points for certain deals. Now within Lyconet, you can still use your shopping points to trade for certain deals, but now we're coming to a point where shopping points represent the shopping volume that was generated within your network. So the more shopping points you have within your network, the greater your commission, your monthly commission within Lyconet is going to be. And an active marketer, that's for example what I'm doing. I'm doing the actual business. I'm using the cashback card, which is for free, but I'm also doing the actual Lyconet business. And an active marketer, which is what I am, or what some of my friends, my friend with the restaurant, what he is. An active marketer, he generates 400 shopping points. And let's say within like the first 2 months when you start the business, you say, okay, I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to show this to some of my friends, to my family friends. You bring in like 15 marketers. Let's say that's a pretty realistic number. Like within the first 1, 2, 3 months, you bring in 15 marketers. On average, an active marketer generates 400 shopping points. Then we're talking about 6,000 shopping points. Now, what I mentioned earlier when I was talking about the payback system, you have no idea about the value of one single point, right? Now we're generating 6,000 shopping points. And 6,000 shopping points, how much is that for you? In our system, we're having a certain career ladder. So we're having career ladder 1 all the way up to career level 8. It goes even higher. We're having career level 8 all the way up to career level 8.8. But the highest career level as of now is 8.3. There's only 2 people globally that are in career level 8.3. But let's come back to those 6,000 shopping points that you have generated after 3 months. You can see it here. That would be a career level 3. Your monthly commission would be between like 500 and 1,500 euros every single month. Just by creating or by building a certain network, and then you're stable in a career level 3. But like an important information for this slide, if you decide this is an actual business, like if you decide, okay, I'm not going to do anything, I'm not going to put in any effort, I'm not going to put in any time or anything at all, you won't even find yourself in career level 1. You're not going to make any money at all. But if you decide, okay, I'm going to put in some effort, I'm going to put in time, and I'm willing to pay the price, we always call it like you have to pay the price, you can potentially find yourself after a certain period of time all the way up in career level 6, 7, 8, maybe even above. I know some people that are higher than career level 8. It is absolutely possible, but you have to do something for it. You have to pay the price. But once you pay the price, you have the chance to, make more money than the average Joe. So it's 100% up to you. You have to find, you have to say, okay, this is my goal, that's where I want to go, this is my monthly income. Then I can tell you, okay, you have to do this and this, and you have to put in that many hours of time. But at some point, and this is what I'm looking for, I said, I'm not even sure if I mentioned it earlier when I started the presentation, but I was looking for ways to like generate passive income. And this business at some point has the power to become passive. Because let's look at it. This is our business. At some point, you have a stable network. This is still you in the middle. And you bring in a certain marketer, maybe one of your friends. And he started this business and he's making money with this business. And you say, okay, or you would have to tell him, please stop the business, even though he's successful and even though he's making some money, you would have to tell him, please stop the business. Same with your merchant marketer. Let's say, for example, your friend here owns a restaurant. He's giving out cards. He's making some additional money. You tell him, dude, stop giving out cards. Stop using the system. Shut down your cashback account. He's going to say, no, no, my friend, I'm not doing that. So that's the point when the system becomes passive. But as I said, that won't happen like in the first month. But after a certain period of time, we always say between like career level 4 and 5, the business becomes passive. And this is what I'm looking for. Yeah, this is when the game become interesting. Okay, Warren Buffett. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Warren Buffett. If you don't know him, Google him, look him up. Really interesting person, really interesting investor. Even before I got introduced to this business, I already came across that quote from him because I was always, as I said, I was always interested, or I was open for new business opportunities. And one of my goals, or one of the goals in my life, is to reach financial freedom and break out of the hamster wheel as early as possible. I want to work. I love what I'm doing. I'm working as strength and conditioning coach and I love it. But at the same time, I don't want to be in the position where I have to do it for the rest of my life. And he said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. And I think the Lyconet business gives you like 100% the chance to reach that financial freedom and to actually make money while you sleep. Because I have no idea who's watching this video right now, but I know there's some people on the Philippines. I'm from Germany. I know there's some people from the Philippines watching this video. And imagine when I'm sleeping, they are maybe awake, they're spending some money, they're going to the bakery, they're booking a trip online, I don't know, but they're doing this while I'm sleeping. Who's making money? I'm benefiting from them using the cashback card. So I think the Lyconet business itself is a great opportunity, or a great asset class, if you want so, when it comes to financial freedom. So yeah. Let's jump into the point of how you can actually start this business. And the first option is always for free. Like, you can start this business 100% for free, but your benefit is only that 1%. If you start one for free, you have the chance to tell your friends, you have the chance to invite them, to tell them, or to register them as end customer, and you get that 1% of the money that they spend. That's the only income stream that you have. But there is 12 more income streams within Lyconet, and you can only benefit from them if you have one of the following packages. But before we look at the packages, let's say my dad, he's a retired dentist right now, and when I was talking to him, he said, okay, I love what you're doing with this Lyconet business, because back then when I started my business, when I started building my practice, he had to invest 400,000 euros just to start his business. And then he had to deal with, employees, taxes, everything. He had to deal with all that type of stuff. Within this system, within Lyconet, the company is dealing with all the taxes, all the paperwork, most of the stuff. You don't have to deal with that. So keep that in mind, that he was paying 400,000 euros just to start his business. Here you get a chance to start for as little as 99 euros per month. It varies between different countries. I mean, if you're not coming from Europe somewhere, we can look up the prices. Yeah, but the smallest package is obviously 99 euros per month. The medium is 198, and the big one is 396 euros per month. And the important part here is, you not just only give away money, you get something in return for that money. And this is what I want to explain now, because this is really important that you understand this. let's say, for example, we start with the smallest package. You decide, okay, I'm going to start a business. I'm going to start my own business within Lyconet. You decide, I'm taking the small package, 99 euros every month. 50 euros out of those 99 euros is a so-called M voucher. This is always your money. It's going back to your back office. We provide an IT service, and then it goes to your back office. And an M voucher is always your money. Let's say after the first month, you have 50 euros of M voucher right here on the one hand. Then you start using you and your network, you start using the cashback card. You spend some money and let's say you collect 10 shopping points. You book a trip to Europe, you book a trip to the US, you save or you get 10 shopping points. Those 10 shopping points redeem your M voucher by 10 euros. So out of those 50 euros, or they're gonna you're gonna have your 50 euros, the 10 shopping points gonna redeem your M voucher by 10 euros. Afterwards, that leaves you only 40 euros of M voucher. In the next step, you keep using your cashback card. You save 5 shopping points, 5 euros, redeem your M voucher. So by time, it won't happen like within 1 or 2 days, but by time, step by step, that M voucher is coming back to your bank account. The second part, and this was one of the most important parts why I started this business, you get 1/10 of an infinity cloud share. And the cloud share, I don't want to go into too much detail, but you have to understand it because it's one of the most important parts of this business. You basically have the chance to get a company share, to get a share of the myWorld group. And every 10 months, let's say you decide, okay, I want to stay in this business for 10 months. After 10 months of paying 99 euros every month, you get one full company share. I always like to compare it to like a stock of, I don't know, one of the big companies like Google, Apple, Facebook. Imagine you would have had the chance to be part of one of those companies, like right from the beginning on. And that's what we have the chance right now. We get the chance to get one share of the company every 10 months. With the small package, you always get one share every 10 months. With the medium package, you always get 3 shares every 10 months. And with the big package, you get 5 shares every month. The third part, what you get for your 99 euros is so-called e-credits, or we call it priority points. And as well, I don't want to go into too much detail because only the e-credits topic is like deep into the company myWorld. But let's say, or the company in the future, the company is going to come up with its own cryptocurrency. So with one click, those, what I mentioned earlier, 400,000 points of acceptance, get the opportunity to accept the company's cryptocurrency. And this is going to be called e-credits in the future, and you already have the chance to collect some of those e-credits. And imagine in the future, after a certain period of time, they're going to be traded on the open market. And obviously, once something is on the open market and can get traded, it has a chance to go up in value. So you're every month, you're collecting some e-credits and you have the chance, or in the future, you have the chance to make some money with those e-credits. Really interesting topic. I highly recommend to take a serious look at this. If you don't know what it is, ask me. I'm more than welcome to answer any questions, but that's really interesting. And the fourth part is what I mentioned before. We provide an IT service that helps you, to start this business. You get some videos of how everything works, of how your back office works, how to invite people, how to contact people. There's going to be videos that show the business ideas in every different language, so you can send the video to some people, some friends all over the world. And all that combined is included in your 99 euros every single month. So if you think about it, that's 3.3 euros. Like not only $4 every single day. And if you imagine what you spend for lunch every single day, that's not very much to start a business, to start a serious business, and to have the opportunity to participate from all 13 income streams that the company of Lyconet provides. Okay, Once again, let's take a look at the cloud program, because that was, as I said, for me, the most important part of this company. We are having the myWorld ecosystem. 140 different companies combined make the myWorld group. 25% of the net profit that the company of myWorld is making is going to go to a cloud. And within the cloud, they're going to transform that net profit into shopping points. And after a saving period of 48 months, those shopping points are going to be split evenly between every single shareholder. So the more shares you have in your network, or the more shares you personally own, the greater your income or your commission in the future is going to be. Because imagine, this is all going to happen. This is all going to happen like passive in the future. Like after 4 years, you build your network, you bring in customers, you bring in marketers, you bring in people. Fine. But that's what the company is doing. We're just talking about the cashback world in LikeConnect. There's 138 different companies that the myWorld is building. And you as a private person have the chance to benefit from every single company that the myWorld group is, growing. And yeah, that was for me the most interesting part, because I recommend take a serious look at those different companies. Yeah, it really makes sense in my opinion, because as I said, I personally, I'm involved for almost 2 years now. Just with the cloud shares, just with the return of the cloud shares. I'm not saying this, to show off or anything. I'm not the slowest one. I'm also not the fastest one. I'm in a career level 4 right now. But with the cloud shares that I personally own, and with the cloud shares within my network, in the future, after 4 years, I'm always going to be like in a career level 4 or 5, like always stable every single month. And that was for me the point where I said, that's a pretty attractive, side salary for me. Imagine you get that stable every single month. That's what you have to understand. Okay. Once again, 25% of the profit will be split evenly between cloud shareholders. And there's 2 different cloud programs within the myWorld. The first one is called Infinity Cloud, which I just mentioned. Just by starting your business every 10 months, you get your Infinity Cloud share, and you have the chance to participate from the myWorld. And in the second step, we provide a cloud called Enterprise Cloud, which is basically the exact same thing, just like the Infinity Cloud, but 3 times every year for a certain period of time, for 4 months, you have the chance to kind of like buy in or invest. Yeah, I don't like the term invest in that scenario, but you have the chance to get up to 10 cloud shares for yourself. So in total, every single year, you have the opportunity to get 30 cloud shares every single year. And as I said, the more you personally own, the greater your financial return is going to be in the future. As of now, there's different, without going into too much detail, there's different phases of enterprise clouds. For example, the first one was Enterprise Cloud 1, then the second one was obviously Enterprise Cloud 2, 3, 4, 5, and right now we're at Enterprise Cloud 7. And in November 2022, the first Enterprise Cloud, the Enterprise Cloud 1, is going to start paying off. And so that's going to be in 2 years. As I said, I started 2 years ago. 4 years from 2018 is November 2022. And then further, every single month, other enterprise clouds are going to start paying off. But they're all limited. So if you decide, okay, I want to start this business, I want to get my cloud shares, you have to be quick, because most of the time they are already sold out. Okay, and last but not least, every year the company hosts a big event in Germany, in the Felddienst Arena in Germany. And last year, I think it was like 38,000 people in the arena, and there's like people coming from all over the globe. People coming from the US, from South Africa, from New Zealand, Germany, Italy, Austria, Belgium, no matter where, like any country, they're coming to this event. On this event, you're going to get some insights about the myWorld group. They're going to teach you how to grow your network within the company, how to expand your business, how to accelerate your business. You're going to meet some of the best coaches in network marketing. For example, as you can see here, Eric Worre, he's coming. Last year, it was already Tony Robbins was already there. He's a great speaker when it comes to like personality development. He has worked with some of the greatest people that are still alive, some of the greatest athletes, politicians, anyone in the world. This year, Arnold Schwarzenegger, he was supposed to be there as well, but unfortunately, because of Corona, it's not going to happen. The company shut down the event. It's not going to take place. But the next event is going. I think they're working on a solution to provide an online business in this summer, or summer 2020, and the next big event hopefully is going to take place in summer 2021. And then there is Eric Worre is going to be there, Tony Robbins is going to be there, and yeah, as I said, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I have no idea who the next big speaker is going to be, but yeah, that was it from my side. I'm really, really happy that you took the time to look at this business, to look at this presentation. As I said, register as a customer. You can find a link to register in the video description. Just register as a customer. It's 100% for free. You can use your cashback card. It's for free. You have the opportunity to save money for free. Just do it. And if you decide, or if you say, okay, but I like the business as well, I like the concept or like Connect, you can register as well as a marketer. I'm more than welcome to show you more details about the company. Feel free to reach out to me. As I mentioned in the beginning of the presentation, I showed you an information. Now it's up to you what you do with this information. But I personally, I believe that this company has the potential to be, or like to be in the top 5 countries in the world, top 5 companies in the world within the next 4 to 6 years. So I'm talking about companies like Apple, Google, Facebook. The myWorld group is going to be up there. I'm 100% sure. And if it's not 4 to 6 years, it's going to be 8 years. But people are going to know about the myWorld group, and the myWorld, at some point, the myWorld group is going to be up there. So choose wisely, make your decision wisely. Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, and have a great day. Bye-bye.